you know, Jennifer, you won already. I know it's hard to understand that. You made it. All right, it's 11 o'clock. What is 11 o'clock? We got a new episode of the Chaz Palminteri Show. If you want to come and see my one-man show, don't forget, go to chazpalminteri.net. The show that started it all, before the movie, before the musical. This is what Robert De Niro saw. That's how the movie got made. That's how the musical got made. John, where am I going to be, John?
Well, on May 18th, you're going to be in Lancaster, Pennsylvania at the American Music Theater. May 31st, you're going to be in Ridgefield, Connecticut at the Ridgefield Playhouse.
Ridgefield, Connecticut. It's right by my house. I love this place. I'm there 4 times a year. Go ahead.
On June 7th, you're going to be in Beverly, Massachusetts at the Cobot Theater. And then you're also going to be there June 9th, which is the next day at the same theater.
Yes, the first show was sold out, so we gave it 2 shows. All right, so come and see the one-man show. You'll love it. Don't forget my restaurants. I have 2 of the top Italian restaurants in New York, one on 30 West 46th Street, Chaz Palminteri's Italian restaurant, and 264 Main Street in White Plains. Come to my restaurant, one of the best. I never say the best because there's a lot of great Italian restaurants in New York. But on Sunday night is pasta night. Remember when you were kids, you had pasta every Sunday during the day? Big family day on Sunday. I'm there sometimes, and we can have pasta together. Also, don't forget my cigars. Chaz Palminteri cigars, 3 years in the making. Great tobacco, won in the top 10 cigars of the year, came in number 7. So one of the great cigars. And my wine, Chaz Palminteri wine. You got to try it out. It's a great Cabernet. You'll see it in stores. I have a guest today. Okay, I have a guest today. I have always wanted to meet her. I met her once before, but I never really got to know her and talk to her. She is a great actor, really a great actor. Been in 100 things. I'm just going to give, she's been in so much, I'll take all day to be here, but I'm just going to give you, I'm going to give you some, okay? She's an Italian-American actress. She's known for her roles in the feature film Summer of Sam, Don't Say a Word, Master of the Skies, Welcome to Collinwood, Crash, by the way, which won the Academy Award for Best Movie of the Year. Thank you very much. Taxi, Mobtown. She's appeared in so many television series, Spin City related, Samantha Who, Blue Bloods, Mistress. From 216 to 217, she played Special Agent Alexandra Quinn on the CBS series NCIS. She also played a CIA Deputy Director Susan Reyna on the Amazon series The Boys. She's an actress, a writer, a director. She is incredibly talented. Jennifer Esposito.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Jennifer. And who's here to join me is one of my girls from the girls' night. That's right. The great, look, what can I say about her? She's been in 100 movies. Anytime you see Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, she's in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Nobody played Bob's wife more than her. In Bronx Tale, The Sopranos, the great Catherine Narducci.
I'm very excited to be here today. I'm normally never on this show. I'm always on Neighborhood Logic.
Neighborhood Logic.
But I wanted to be here today because I'm really super excited. I admire her. She's inspiring. We're going to talk about a lot of things, all her movies, but she's got a movie coming out, Fresh Kills, that left me in my theater seat in shock how good it was.
Let's start with that. Let's talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure, I did not see it, so it's great having you here. I hear the word on the mouth, the buzz. It's incredible,
insane.
But first, Jennifer,
yes.
let's get to you right now. What made you decide? You know what? I'm going to do my own movie. You paid for it.
I did.
You're in it. You're starring in it.
I am.
And you directed it.
I directed it and I wrote it.
And you wrote it.
And produced it.
And produced it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, before we even get to that, because let's talk about Fresh Kills before we get to your career and everything. Who's in this movie?
Dominic Lombardozzi, that little actor who is fantastic.
He's great. Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Another little actor named Annabella Sciorra, who's magnificent.
Who made me cry.
Yeah, no, she has the heart in the film.
Yes.
She really is fantastic. Emily Bader is the lead character, and her sister Odessa Ezion.
Whoa.
They are. Everyone is extraordinary. Also, David Iacano
And Nick Cirillo.
Wow.
Yeah, some great young people.
Could I just say
Yeah.
something?
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Good.
I'm excited. That's why I'm here, just for this, to talk about this movie. You are an actress, so you brought that to the directing. Like, you knew what to do with these actors. And let me tell you something. Every single performance, it freaking shows. The performances, Annabella, Dominic, Odessa, Emily. I don't know what you did, what you spoke to these people about, but your directing skills are on point. It is this film has so much heart, and it's not about the mob, but that's a little bit in there, but it's not even.
It's a family movie, it looks like.
It is a family.
It's a family
but
movie.
it's also about
it's a
women.
distorted family, yes,
And
and it's
women.
about women. It's honestly, it's about. It does take place in a mafia family, but what it is about finding a voice in a world that tells you not to have one, and that so many people can relate to. And it's about this young woman finding out exactly who her father is, and what do I was born into this, and what if I choose not to live this life?
Wow. You know what? With that,
Love
with
that.
that, let's show the trailer right now.
I would love
Okay?
it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here it is. Jennifer Esposito, writer, director, producer, actor, Fresh Kills.
Everything I do is for the betterment of my girls. Don't you know that? Don't you trust me?
Con, is Dad an honest man?
An honest man. Where'd you get that from, Rose? A man that gives you everything.
Some questions are just better left unanswered. He doesn't do things right all the time, but he does them for the right reasons. Our families came in with nothing. You're led to believe that things are fair here. They're not. Certain point in your life, and you gotta accept that things aren't gonna work out the way you dreamt they were.
What's wrong with you? I'm trying to protect you!
What do you want to do, Rose?
We're gonna be husband and wife. We're gonna have kids. Your father's getting us the house. So
Maybe I don't want a house for my father. You wanna know who your people are? Your family is your people. Step up and realize that or you won't have one.
Go to bed. Everything's okay.
No, it's not okay, girls. It's not okay. Look what he's done to his family. I know exactly who Dad is. I always have. It's my father. I know I'm supposed to be the good little girl. Have respect. Live by the rules in this world that I did not choose.
I'm your father.
All right. I mean, wow. That was pretty.
It's
That's
a
pretty
powerful
insane.
it's a powerful movie, but I have to say seriously, and I'm so blown away to be here with both of you, and I really am not blowing smoke. Seriously, Chaz, your journey gave someone like me the permission to do what I just did. It was people like you that led the way and said, I have a story to tell. My movie is about being put in a box. And I felt like I was put in a box my entire career. And just as being a female and being ethnic, and as I was told in the beginning of my career, and then being told what I was supposed to do.
Right.
And I didn't agree to it. And I knew there was more for me. And it was people like you that took the ball into their own court and said, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. And I'm really not joking.
Well,
I can't. I
appreciate that.
can't. And I really do mean it. And
Well, thank
Catherine,
you.
seeing your work over the years, and Catherine did something. We've always known each other, but we didn't know each other well. And she said, you know, I want to come to it. It premiered in Tribeca last year, the movie. And she said, I want to come and support you. And we had I think it was like a 400-person theater, and it was sold out.
It was amazing.
And it was an amazing evening. After it was a very hard road to get here, but she stood up when the lights went down, lights came up and people were asking questions. She stood up and said, I am blown away. And I have done this kind of movie before because it's the first time we're seeing the female's point of view in a mafia world. We really have not seen that from the younger girls. And you stood up, and I cannot tell you what that meant to me.
Oh,
like,
you're gonna make me cry.
No, I'm serious. Like it's we don't get that a lot in our community, and to have serious, real support from other actors that you respect, I can't tell you how much it meant to
And
me.
you know what I love about your
yeah.
movie? You say a female point of view in a mafia movie. Now, most people would take that, and I've seen it before, where they made the woman the head of the mafia, and they're
Never
tough,
would happen.
Tough girls, and
No.
they're
Yeah.
in the mafia,
Not
and they want to be
happening.
wise
Not
guys.
happening.
Not happening.
You did
Not happening.
the strong females, like you said, with no voices, but they were an army behind
That's
this
right.
all.
That's right.
And it was done not in a like, it wasn't done the way you did it. It was like very subdued but strong.
100%.
But
100%.
and I didn't see it, but I know it probably is extremely honest and real. And that's it. When it's
exactly
honest
it.
and real,
That's it.
you know when it's honest
And raw.
and raw.
And raw.
That's real. Yeah, it's just
That's right.
here it is, no filter. This is what happened.
That's
I
it.
want all of you to see it, and it's going to be out what day?
It's June 14th. It's going to be in theaters, only in theaters, and
Fresh
like
kills.
I said, fresh kills. It was a hell of a journey to get there, but I really, like you said, I would love everyone to see it, not only because it's a beautiful film, but it's independent films. It's like what you've done and what I'm doing now. It's different stories, saying
Right.
it in a different way, and this
Yes.
is something that we need in our community and culture. We need different stories from different people.
But you see, Jennifer, you won already. I know it's hard to understand that. For a lot of people, they don't understand. I go, well, yeah, but it didn't win the Academy Award or something. You made it.
It might. It still
Right?
can. It's going to be in
No,
theaters.
what I'm saying, it didn't win the Academy Award because it's in theaters now.
Right.
But people think it's got to win an Academy Award for it to be successful.
Right, to be a winner.
No. The winner is you did it.
You showed up.
You know how many people say that? And how many people, yeah, I'm going to put up the money, I'm doing it. They never do it.
Chaz, can
Yeah.
I tell you? And it's
Right.
so funny you said that because I said this story yesterday to someone. And we've won many awards throughout the film festival, but I had my first. I had no agent at the time. No one cared to really help me with the movie. I had one person walk me into Netflix, and I sat with Netflix years ago, about 4 years ago, and I sat with this female exec, and she said, "I love this. I can't give you the money. You're a first-time female writer-director, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
And, but it's great. Good luck. And I walked out, and I got into the car with my manager at the time, and I was smiling, and she said, "What are you smiling about? That didn't go. We're not going to get the money here." I said, "I already won." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "'Cause I'm fucking here.
That's right.
And I did it. And nobody can tell me what I can and cannot do anymore.
That's right.
I did it. I wrote it. I'm here, and I'm going to now continue."
Right.
And
That's
I agree. And I've been having that in my brain
Right.
the
That's the
entire
mindset.
time.
And the
That's
power
mindset.
that it gives you, almost like Dorothy
That's
in The
it.
Wizard of Oz.
You're right.
You've always had it.
You're
And you
absolutely
unlocked
right.
that. You unleashed your power.
And that's what you and I were talking about as actors, because, and I think you may know this as well, but especially as female actors, you get so broken down about who you are, what you do,
Right.
what you look like, and then you get older and it's like you age out, you can't play this and you're too ethnic for
Right,
that,
yeah,
that
yeah.
you get so broken down after a while that you start to, you're an artist. So this, I had to do
Right,
this.
right.
I had to
That's
do
why
this.
it's hard. It's for people who want to be an artist. You have to be strong. You have to have a.
Yes.
All you can control is I'm going to put out good work.
Yes.
Whether it's me as an actor, or writer, director.
That's right.
And everything else doesn't mean dick.
So true.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing.
Everything else means ugats.
Ugats. Ugats. You know, it's true. It's true.
No, it's
I
true.
just keep going, go forward, move forward,
Yep.
create, reinvent yourself. Something's not working, try something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try this. I'll try that. I'll write and direct something. Oh, I'll write something. I'll direct something.
Mm-hmm.
The wheels always have to be turning.
100%.
You cannot just sit and wait for somebody to knock at the door
Nope.
and say, hey, you're a good-looking girl or
Right.
guy.
That's
I
right.
want to give you a big role
That's
or hand
right.
you
Not
this.
gonna happen.
That's
Nobody's
right.
handing you shit.
No, and I say that all the time because
Yeah.
I've taught throughout my career, and it's
Yeah.
something that I really truly love. I say it all the time, but I had to say it to myself
Right. That's
because I got so tired of hearing myself complain about, well, why didn't I go in for that? What about this? What about that? And it was like, shut up.
Shut
no
up.
one's calling
Yeah.
you. No one's coming. No one
No.
cares. No one cares
No
about
one- no.
fair. No one.
What did I? Bronx Tale. Nobody cares.
That's
Nobody
right.
cares.
Nobody
Nobody
cares.
cares.
So true.
Nobody
That's
cares.
it. But you.
But me.
That's right.
Okay, so for me to get people talking about me, or for me to get us, I have to do something.
That's right.
I have to create something. And also
Show up like you always say for yourself.
show up.
That's right. For
85%
yourself.
of success is showing
Yes.
up.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
and all of
right.
a sudden now the movie starts getting heat. Like, I hear it's getting heat. It's getting buzz. Oh, Jennifer Esposito. Yeah, listen, I got this. You're wonderful.
Oh, I know. Believe me.
Right, Catherine?
I actually
Yeah.
had someone say to me, a very big executive, and she's a lovely woman,
Yeah.
lovely, but she sat with me. She said, "This movie," and she went on and on. And she goes, "You're the best kept secret." I was like, "I've always known.
Yeah.
Actually.
Right, right,
I've
exactly.
always known." But that's okay.
Yeah.
The business sometimes could be so full of shit.
Full of shit.
But all that counts, really counts, is your work.
I agree.
Your work, they cannot decide. And I always tell
Right.
when I do a lecture to college actors, they'll say to me, "But what do you mean? Why do I go look?" And I tell you the story. And this was a very big, and I just got in Hollywood. The reviews just came out for Bronx, and I'll tell you this quick thing, and it was insane. And I did. I walked my agent at the time walked me into the studio. And I'm walking in, and we walk by this very big producer's office. I won't mention his name, but he's very famous. And he says, "Oh, so-and-so, you know Chaz Palminteri?" He goes, "Chaz Palminteri? Oh, yes, The Bronx Tale. My God, this is exactly what he said, Kathy.
Go ahead.
My God, brilliant. Listen to me. Genius. So I said, now I'm only open 3 weeks. So I said, oh, well, when did you see it? And this is what he says to me, without missing a beat. He goes, "Oh, I didn't see it yet, but when I do, I know."
It's genius.
No.
I know.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
My hand to
I
God.
believe you, but that's
Oh, yeah.
crazy insane.
Is it though? It's not.
He didn't even lie.
Of
He
course-
went,
no.
I didn't see it yet, but I heard.
Jeez.
And I just went, okay. Anyway.
Thank you
It
very
just-
much.
Thank you.
Good
Goes to
vibe.
show you.
Yeah.
Didn't see it. He's calling me. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but now Jennifer Esposito is out there,
Mm-hmm.
and people go, "You're back. You never left.
No.
You never left.
No.
here."
And could I ask you a question?
Yes.
You said something to me that really stuck with me yesterday on the phone. You said when you finally showed up, because you've never directed, did you ever write before this?
Not a script.
Not a
no.
full follow through.
No,
you
no.
did the follow through.
I did the
Right.
follow.
I call
through.
it the follow
Yes.
through.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So you show up the first day on set, and all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck did I do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm
yeah.
in it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't go back. I got all
No.
these people depending on
No.
me. Tell me that story the first day.
Because I'm a fighter. I don't want anybody
Right.
telling me what I can't do. And so much of my career was told what I cannot be and cannot do, and that pisses me off.
Right.
So it was just like, I'm gonna keep going, and I did, and then couldn't get money, and I mortgaged my home and all this stuff, and I
You
wound up.
mortgaged your home.
I mortgaged my home to make this. Yes. And I finally get there, and COVID and this and that, you know, everything that could go wrong. And I get there the first day and everybody's looking at me and I have my shot set and I'm the one 25 years on set that has to yell action. And I literally was like, action. I was so like looked and went, what the fuck did I do?
Right.
I was so like, could you do this?
Oh my God. I love
And
that.
I looked in the monitor and I saw my first shot and I said, yes, you can.
Oh
Yes, you
my
can.
God.
Because I saw the shot
That's
and that
beautiful.
I had seen in my brain for years. And I said, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just go. Action. But
Wow.
it was deep. It was
That's
deep.
so
I really,
beautiful.
I choked
Well, but
at
that's
one
the
point.
moment. That's
Yes.
the moment.
Mhm.
That's the moment you
Yeah.
said, I came this far, I could do this.
Yep.
You know, look, everybody goes, you've never directed before.
Yeah.
So?
Exactly.
Didn't everybody start with the first?
Yeah.
Who was the guy? Houston. Robert, was it Robert Houston? Who was that? He was in Chinatown.
John Huston?
John Huston. John Huston. His first movie, Maltese Falcon. Classic.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Excuse me.
Amazing.
Humphrey Bogart?
Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, unbelievable.
His
Yeah.
first movie.
Unbelievable. That he
Everybody.
directed?
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wrote and directed.
Incredible.
Okay? So please don't give me bullshit. Everybody has to start the
Yep.
first time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
right.
Quentin Tarantino, he never directed, never. Hey, his first movie, it wasn't Pulp Fiction, it was the other one.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
That's right.
Great movie.
What about
I mean,
a Bronx
right.
Tale?
Bronx Tale.
Exactly.
I never wrote a script. Well, I wrote Bronx Tale.
That's right.
You know, it's bullshit.
It-
De Niro
really
never
is.
directed before that either.
That's right. Well, De Niro directed Bronx
I
Tale.
thought yeah, that was his first though.
That was his first.
That's
and
right.
people even said it about Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro. They said to me, well, because I had all the big directors who wanted to direct my movie. And when Bob came over to me, he was so wonderful and said, look, he just saw the movie.
Yeah.
He knew it. And I said, no, I want Robert De Niro to direct it. No, my agent said, but he's never directed. I said, he's Robert De Niro.
Exactly.
I think he knows a little bit about directing.
Exactly. Well, you know what I have to find? I wonder if you guys feel the same. When you said that, what you said about the performances, I wrote from a character perspective. I studied method acting. I know all the stuff. I wrote from character development, and so much of what I've had to portray, there wasn't full characters. So we have to create that. So I worked and wrote from character, but then I directed that way. It wasn't
Right.
all about the shot. It was about emotionally
It's
what
always
was
about
happening.
emotion.
And
Yeah.
that is what is most important. And that's why I have
Right.
performances like
Yeah.
that.
When you have performances like that,
Performances
and you
are
know
crazy.
what? Here's what Marty Scorsese said. You can ask Marty because I know you know him very
Go
well.
ahead.
Marty Scorsese and Woody Allen said, directing is 85% casting.
100%.
He said, if you have to tell the
love that.
actor how to play the part, you got the wrong actor.
100%.
Yeah.
85% directing, you just watch, you move, you say a little of that, less of that, let's try this, pull it back, put it out.
Yeah.
That's all you say.
Yeah, you're right.
If you got to say, well, this type of guy is like, it's like, I got the wrong guy.
No,
Yes,
you're right. You're
100%,
right. And another thing you did, let's talk about the theater that I went to, blown away for the second time. This woman is amazing.
Oh, thank
Tell them
you.
about how you started your new theater gig, almost like the Vagina Monologues.
Yeah, it's like the Vagina Monologues. It's called the I'm Sorry Monologues. And like I said, I've taught throughout my career. And I started to do a class for females 40 and up. And it was called Scene Study, SEEN. And it was actors and non-actors. And it was a wonderful, wonderful group. But every single woman kept apologizing for everything. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Or I'm sorry, I'm crying. Or I'm sorry. And I just thought, why is everybody apologizing? And I said, I think I'm going to start something with a friend, Alicia Coppola. And we started something called the I'm Sorry Monologues. And I don't even know what to say, how powerful it's become, where I take them through a process of like some method actor exercises. These are actors and non-actors, and they write their own piece about a point in their life where they either want an apology or they want to get an apology or give an apology. They write it to their younger self. I have one young woman who was in jail who wrote something to herself. I have another woman who Annie, who was an opera singer who doesn't do it anymore. But anyway, we put on this performance at La Mama, and it was seriously one of the most powerful, and we're ready to do our second round.
And La Mama Theater is another independent theater that puts out fantastic venues. Yeah. And I went to this, and there was this a 5-minute standing ovation. Yeah. And if you hear about the I'm Sorry monologues, you must go. And also, they can go to a screening of your movie too, Fresh Kills, right now. When is the date for that?
There's a screening, but it's through New York Women in Film. They're doing it because they awarded me one of the best directors in Hamptons, out of Hamptons Film Festival. They're throwing a screening, so I don't know if they're open to the public, but the movie's going to be out June 14th.
June 14th, Fresh Kills.
Yeah.
Now, was this inspired by your own life?
I grew up around some mafia families. It wasn't particularly mine, but it was.
Staten Island.
I grew up in Brooklyn and then Staten Island. Yeah. So I saw a lot growing up, but what it really was, the young woman that I grew up around were some of the most violent young women. I didn't know anything else, but the violence I saw and some of the stuff that was around me really stayed with me. And I didn't understand where such rage was coming from. So as I left Staten Island probably at 17, 18. I wanted to be a filmmaker, couldn't afford to go to NYU, put myself through acting school, Lee Strasberg. And the anger of them stayed with me for a long time. And as I got out into the business, that anger and that rage I saw in them, it felt like my own. And I thought, but why? Your family's not in this. So what is the deal? And it was because I felt like I was put into a box that I didn't choose. And I thought, that's where their anger comes from. They were born into a slot that they knew they were never leaving. It's funny because I'm actually writing a TV thing with one of the girls that I became friendly with now, who grew up in that situation. She says it all the time, like, no, I didn't have a choice. Choice is really the key in Fresh Kills. Exactly. So that is what was the fire for me that kept pushing me. And every time I would hit a wall in this business, I would say, but you have a choice.
Right.
And, you got to battle yourself. That the battle really is with yourself.
Yeah, that's
right. Because I had to look at myself and say, well, what are you doing? You want to complain about everybody not calling you? What are you doing, Jennifer?
Yeah, that's right. The master, it's always true, but and I like to study the Stoics, and they always say the hardest thing to conquer is to master yourself.
100%.
And once you master yourself, everything else is bullshit.
And show up for yourself.
Show up.
That's right.
Life is, the old saying, life is 90%, 10% what happens to you, and 90% how you react to it.
100%.
And we always say that.
100%.
Right,
yes. And showing up for yourself. If you have anger in you and you have frustrations as an actor and you're not making it and you're waiting for somebody to knock at the door.
Not happening.
It's not going to happen. No. You got to take from Jennifer. You got to take from Chaz. And even myself, that I said I wanted to be an actor. I just got to go do it and show up for myself, go do it. And you got to champion yourself. 100%. You got to be your own champion.
100%.
Right. Nobody's going to just say, oh, wait a minute. Let me knock on Catherine Narducci's door.
No.
Hey, Catherine, are you an actor?
No.
I got a thing for you. It don't happen.
Nope.
It don't happen.
No, it
She
doesn't.
went to Lee Strasberg. She took the initiative. Well, I'm going to learn. I can't afford to go to NYU. Well, then you know what? I'll take a left turn.
Yeah.
I'll learn myself.
Right. That's right.
Oh, they don't want to do my script of my movie? Oh, really? I'll put up the money myself.
That's right.
And that's the way it is. It's always that way.
Yeah.
All these people that are bitching and crying that they never caught a break. You know what? You never caught a break because you never saw it.
And because you never gave it to yourself.
The breaks were there, but you
Yep.
didn't want to do it.
100%.
I also, you know, when you do something for yourself, like we said, you know, you break out of that box, you have something more on the back burner that if you try to tell somebody, well, I can do this and I could do that. I'm an actress. I can play any role, or I can do Medea, as I've been working on, workshopping myself in the actor's studio, exploring that. I can never convince somebody that I can play Medea by telling them.
No.
I also can't convince my own self that unless I get up there and do it and say, Kat, let's see if you can do it.
That's right.
And then when you do it, they go, "Oh my God!"
That's right.
But you
That's
also
right.
go, "Oh
That's
my
right.
God, I
Yeah.
freaking did it." It's like you showed up
Right.
on set and went, "Oh my God, I can
yeah.
do it."
Yes.
And then like I'm saying, I'm skimming over. Like I was offered $5 million to step aside for a male director.
Right.
I was offered a lot of money if I got a big name star. Like there were so many roadblocks. So you keep having to show up for yourself because
Yes.
it's relentless.
Right.
To the point where, you know, we couldn't film the ending of my movie.
So you said before
Mm-hmm.
that you couldn't do the ending, you couldn't find the ending because for whatever reasons.
Well,
How did you
because
come to?
what happened
you had
was
an
the
ending,
bridge.
but the
Yeah,
bridge,
no,
right.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
I loved my ending,
Right.
and what happened was there was a storm the day, and we were supposed to be on the Verrazano Bridge, and they closed it down. So it was like, okay, now what are we gonna do? So we wrapped, and like everyone went their different ways, and like getting people back and getting the money to get people back, it was just not gonna happen. So, you know. And I really do believe this, that you have to keep yourself open for, like, this is what I wrote.
Right.
But what it started to show me in the editing room was actually something much smarter and much better than what I actually wrote.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was something that, but that's also the thing that I think
That's
is really
divine intervention.
that is not only divine intervention, it's you getting out of your own way and
Right.
saying, you know, because at a certain point, and again, I mean this full-heartedly, this started to take its own shape. I was the engine, but it became a thing that was
Yes.
like, you know what I'm
The
saying.
characters talk to you.
Yes.
You thought you were going to end it this
Yes.
way, but I'm telling you how we're going to end it.
That's exactly
Wow.
what it was.
Yeah,
That when
yeah.
I looked in the edit, it ended itself so perfectly
Right.
that it was
It was the best thing that ever happened. They shut the bridge down.
100%.
I love the fact that you went into the
Yeah.
old footage
Yep.
and took it and created,
Yes.
almost sewed together
We
your
did.
ending,
We did.
which was brilliant.
Because as you saw, it was a scene. It was
Beautiful.
there.
It was beautiful.
So what we did, we had to extend some moments as far as in the picture and then create a door.
wow,
We had to create a click of a door. There were things that we had to
Yeah.
put in,
yeah.
but it honestly is a beautiful
That
ending.
ending, I'm not exaggerating. It took my breath away. There's that scene when when you're on the bed and she walks by and you don't say, look, I swear to God, I'm holding myself back from getting emotional. And she walks by. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It really means the world to me. Really does. And
So-
that happened to me when I saw
Right.
it. And I wrote it.
It's beautiful.
It's about, don't tell me I want to see it.
Oh,
Don't tell me.
I'm dying for you to
Yeah,
see
no,
it.
no, I'm going to come and see it. I've heard too many people tell me about it. I said, I know, I'm going to have her on the show soon. Everybody's raving about this movie.
Thank
I
you.
said, I'm going to have her on
Yeah.
the show soon. I said, I won't be able to see it because I was away. I was on a tour, then I was in Michigan. But I am definitely coming to see
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
do you know
Means
what's
the world to me.
exciting? You haven't seen her film yet, and you're going to go see it, and she's excited, and she hasn't seen the one-man show.
I'm dying
We're going
to.
to come see you, and I'm so excited for this exchange of creativity.
Oh my God, absolutely. We met a while ago and
Yeah.
I was so excited
We
because I
did meet,
thought
well, yeah.
I auditioned with you for something and I was so excited because I thought I was going to get that role and it didn't work out in my favor, but I'm really serious and I'm not blowing smoke. You, Sylvester Stallone, people that have done it before
Right.
was such an inspiration to me
Well,
to
yeah,
do
thank
what I
you,
did.
Jennifer. Thank you.
Really.
Well, it's really about sometimes you just got to do it yourself.
100%.
How do you feel that you're still, after you've done your thing, you did a Bronx sale, you're still that is still inspiring filmmakers to take charge of their own careers in life, to go make their own films.
It's very flattering, and I love it, and I love it. You know, Bronx Tale became this thing, and it's a great. It's just it inspired people like
Look at
her,
this. You
that-
have somebody sitting right next to you.
Inspired people, you know, and I always give credit to Sly, who I know, and I told him when I happened with Bronx Tale, I told Sly, I go, Sly, I want you to know that what you did, you were the first, and
Wow.
you made it. You were the first.
Wow.
And so when I saw you do it, I said, well, maybe it can be done.
That's amazing.
And I did tell him that because I did a movie with him right before Bronx Tale.
Wow.
And I said that
Paradise
to him.
Alley? What'd you do with him?
I did Oscar.
Oscar.
Oh,
Oscar.
yes.
So anyway, so we got a shout out to Sly there, who was really the trailblazer.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Seriously.
give him, I was second, but he was the trailblazer.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm honestly so really proud to be in the line of people that have done this, because it really was an inspiration. Anytime I would get to the point of like, can I do this?
Well,
And I say, yes, I can.
We,
I can.
we have to. So Jennifer, now that you got this movie coming out, and I'm like, I can't wait to see it. Catherine Narducci, who's been around a long time.
Not too long.
Not too long. No,
Take it easy. Take it easy.
who've seen everything. And Catherine is not one that loves everything. I can tell you that right now.
No.
No, you're not. You're always like,
Or mince my words.
or mince your words, and you're very similar to me. My wife always
And
goes,
me.
my wife goes, could you just be a little nicer?
Yeah, no.
I go, they asked me, what do I think? What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, if the movie's done already and I'm watching a movie and it's done, it's in theaters, I always say, no, I really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But if you take me into the editing room and you ask
Right,
me,
of course.
then I'm going to tell you.
Of course.
Jennifer, really, I got to have you back on the show because I'm
I'd
going to see
love
it.
to.
I'm going to go see it.
So honored.
And I'm going to have you back on so we could talk about your life growing up in Staten Island. We just got so caught up in your movie, Fresh Kills, that I don't, I didn't want to talk about anything else.
I love it. I love it. No, there's a lot to talk about, and especially when you see it. I think
Yes.
there's similarities.
Yeah, because I
between
want to
what
talk
you've
about
done.
women in theater and women in film. And
Yeah, that's a whole.
I
other
hope this
subject.
inspires. I hope the show inspires people to get off their asses. You just start by, if you have a story, start writing it in your living room, in your kitchen,
Yes.
Right.
at a coffee shop.
Yes.
Just write it. Get it done. Don't
Yes.
talk about it.
Don't
Yes.
talk
Then
about
you
it.
show people that
That's
you
right.
trust.
Right.
Step 2. Step 3, maybe they can get it to somebody they know and start getting the
Exactly.
ball rolling. But you'll feel good you even got it out of you.
People don't
100%.
realize it doesn't happen until you have the script.
That's right.
The script is the gold.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody's life is a movie.
Everyone.
Oh, my life's a movie. You should film it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you should film it. Yeah.
okay.
Well, go write it down.
Yes.
That's right.
Get the 120 pieces of blank paper and write your movie.
Yes.
That's right.
But nothing starts, nothing, until you get a script. From the script, you could hire people, you hire directors, writers, you can hire. Nothing starts without a script.
Yeah.
That's right.
So this has been a great show. Jennifer
Thank you
Esposito,
so much.
Catherine Narducci. I got two of the heavyweights here and women over here. And don't forget, you want to go see my one-man show, ChazPalminteri.net. Go to ChazPalminteri.net. My restaurants, 30 West 46th Street and 264 Main Street in White Plains. ChazPalminteri.net. Don't forget my wine, my Cabernet, and my cigars. We came in 7th in the world.
Man, your wine blew me away.
Yeah, thank you.
I
Blew
need
me
wine.
away.
Yeah, I got
That's
my own.
amazing.
Yeah,
I need all of this stuff.
Yeah. The wine
How do
is,
I get some
to me,
wine?
the wine is a winner. Because sometimes
No.
when celebrities,
Yeah.
actors, they get a wine, they
no.
think it's a gimmick.
No.
His
Don't give it.
wine
It's
is
amazing.
truly, it's shot. I
3
was actually
years,
shocked.
because you got to spend time in doing it.
Yeah. It was good.
I always say they'll buy it once because of me.
And it was
They
full
won't buy it
bodied.
again.
That's right. You're right.
It was a
You're right.
full bodied, beautiful, delicious
Oh,
wine. I
nice.
loved it.
Oh, nice.
God bless you and see you next week.